Hello, my fellow patriots. This is Alex with a Disabled Vet's Perspective, and I have a question for you. Who declared this war on China, and when is the U.S. allowed to retaliate? And what I'm getting at here is Belinda and me did a series. Sorry about the wind. I guess I better make that announcement first. With the weather like this, there's no way I'm going to be able to do my live show tonight. We got thick soup for clouds, and we got pretty nasty storms coming. It is the season. This is our equivalency to a snowy season. We have our storm season where we're making our transition from our winter to our spring. It gets ugly out here sometimes, pretty rough. But anyway, so I won't be doing the show tonight. I'm sorry for that. But anyway, back to the subject here. China. Belinda and I did a series called Who Really Owns America? And if I can figure it out, I'm going to put a tag right up here. So we'll just see if I can get that. I'm starting to learn this stuff. But anyway, in that series, we talked about critical infrastructure that was being bought in massive amounts by China. Well, this idea that we're not at war unless people are being shot at and dying on the battlefield, that's old school. We're in a new digital age, and things are a lot different. You don't have to send rounds downrange anymore. You can destroy a whole country by screwing with their critical infrastructure. And they are doing it. You got to look right now at Smithfield. They're closing down Smithfield, pork producers. Turns out it's owned by a Chinese billionaire. Well, every time they want to do something, they have to declare that, everybody's dying and it's because of the COVID. But it's not. It's because they want to control our food. If they control our food, they control our people. You got to look at Long Beach over in California, the Port of Long Beach. China owned that because of a deal that was made, I believe, by Clinton, but maybe not that far back. So I have to double check that one. I'm sure that in my video on Who Owns America, I probably found it and mentioned it. So it's in there. But anyway, that's critical infrastructure. If you own the seaports, you can decide what's allowed to come in or not. And easy. You be easy. Remember, you weigh 100 pounds. She weighs like 10. Be easy. But anyway, Grizzly. All right. This is what I got going. Oh, there it is. There he is. The 100-pound beast wanting to dance with a 10-pound dog. Doesn't work that way. Anyway, enough of the vomit camp. So what I'm saying is, we are at war with China. We were collapsing their economy after they were used to getting billions and billions of dollars from the Obama administration and other administrations prior. And all of a sudden, all that got shut down. So if you have all of your economy being shut down, then you have to retaliate. And that's what they're doing. They are counter-attacking by shutting down our critical infrastructure, cutting out our food, and taking control. Well, here's another one. China, for a while there, during the Obama administration, was buying huge swaths of farmland, and then they were just leaving it. They refused to farm it. They refused to grow anything on it. They're just leaving it. They just own it, and they're leaving it empty. You think that is got something to do with the fact they want to restrict our ability to grow food? You got to think about this stuff. And then you got an enemy within our own borders that is carrying the torch for China. You have our Communist News Network, MSDNC. You got CBS, ABC. All these other ones are actually mirroring the propaganda that is produced by Chinese news agencies, almost to the point of plagiarism. So we have enemies within the gates, and China is at war with us, and they are doing everything they can to take us to our knees, so to speak. I don't know. There's still a possibility that there might be a point reached where rounds start being fired downrange. I just don't see that for a while, though. They're going to play tit for tat with economies. They're going to see whose economy can survive and who can be basically crushed into oblivion and take many, many years to, you are nuts, many, many years to build back up. So, right now, I don't think we're going to have shots fired. If they do, then it's totally on. But the reality is, even though China has such a big army, a lot of those people that are in their army are in that because they have no choice. You know, communist country, you're going to do this or we're going to kill you and your family. So they're going to lose a lot of theirs to defection almost immediately. So they know they can't beat us in a head-to-head. And that's why they're trying to attack our economy. That's why they released a bioweapon. And that's why they're closing our food production. Because they know how to get at us directly. They know how to get us by controlling the food, control the people. Take out the superstructure and the infrastructure. And then, you know, nobody can move around. Make it so that everybody is restricted so that nobody can make any products, nobody can produce. And basically, you take over a country by killing its economy. And anyway, I hope some of this makes sense. I think I'm skipping back and forth a little bit. Sometimes my head goes in different directions while I'm trying to talk. But this is a war, and make no mistake about it. Just because people aren't being shot, it is absolutely a war. They have declared war against us by dropping a bio bomb on our head. And it's not even a secret anymore. You can look everywhere now, and the research is almost at the surface now to find out that this was in fact a manufactured bioweapon that was dropped on us and dropped on the world by a communist dictatorship that is controlled by the world cabal, and they just happen to be the ones that agreed to do it. So we have no friends over there in the Chinese government. Chinese people, I love you guys. You know, you're not the issue at all. I know what's going on. I've met people all over the world, and I realize that the people in general are very, very good people, but their governments are insane, and that's starting to go pretty much for ours too, and it's been that way a long time. So the people are never the problem. It's the governments that are the problem, and propaganda ends up getting a lot of people to fall for the crap they try to pull. But anyway, so this is really all I have. I just want you to keep an eye on the thing because it is a war, and no rounds fired yet, but it's coming. It's coming. But maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll get it diffused a little bit. But with the mainstream media helping China, it's going to be hard to diffuse it because a lot of people still fall for that mainstream media crap and brainwashing. So we'll see what happens. All right, so make sure you like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that kind of good stuff. Tell your friends about me. Help me grow the channel. Join me over here on DLive at DVP. And also look up my other links, Discord, Bitchute, whatsoever. And until next time, y'all stay in the fight.